One minute they love you, one minute they hate you, one minute they like you, one minute they want you. What the hell do they want? That's the bigger question. They can't emotionally connect to themselves and understand you are not happy. You don't want to be cheated on. And it's more of, okay, well, I'm just emotional and I'm going to get over it. Pay attention to the type of guys that she's into. There's a lot of girls that are actually toxic, and it's still, the root goes back to them being emotional by nature, but they have this toxic trait about them that makes them get triggered to want these types of guys that are toxic. What is up, my BBossBaddies and my bad fellas? It is your girl Bosana, and welcome BBossArmy. So as you guys can tell by the title, today I am back with All Women Want This, But Don't Tell Men. You know, they keep it on the low. They keep it between their girls. So I already have a few versions out. Make sure you check it out. Check out everything on my screen. And you know what? Let's go ahead and jump right into it. So you guys, we start from 3, go down to 1. So that means what? You gotta watch until the end to get the number 1 thing on my list. Okay, so number 1, number 3 on my list is emotional past. What do I mean by emotional past? Here's the thing, and I keep saying it, women are emotional beings by nature, hands down. So it's kind of a bad thing and a good thing for females because they are able to express themselves. They are able to show the sides that, men kind of want to sometimes, right? When you guys talk about, oh, you wish you can open up, or you wish you can be a little bit softer with this woman or show her this more vulnerable side without being laughed at or used or being taken advantage of, without all that, you guys wish it can happen. But it doesn't work like that. But for women, they can absolutely do that. But here's the bigger problem. Although a lot of women can do that because by nature they are emotional beings, it doesn't really work in their favors, honestly, most times, because a lot of girls don't know how to be in tune with their emotions. As much as I tell you guys, have control, and basically I say that from a place of don't go all in and have all these emotions, don't show her these things. The same thing for a woman. When she shows all these emotions, she still doesn't have that control that I'm telling you guys to have. So when it doesn't play in her favor, what starts happening? She's gonna be saying, I don't want you 1 minute. Oh, I hate you. Oh, I gotta go. Leave you to the side. Leave you for the hoes. Do all these different things to you and act like she wants you and be cold, be hot, all these wishy-washy games. And it's just like, what do you really want, right? And then you find a lot of girls end up trying to be desperate or do the most just to try to get you back. And it's all from them wanting an emotional past, because what girls notice is that this is not going to keep working, or eventually a man is going to notice how crazy you are because of your emotional side that you have. You don't know how to control yourself. A lot of girls can turn into screaming, yelling, going all off on you because they just can't control themselves. So you know what? For me personally, emotional side would be more of just getting my space. If I get caught up in something or I'm angry, I just need my space, because me being that emotional side, it's gonna be like me coming all out and being a little extra. You feel me? So with females, when they want that emotional past, they just want you guys to be like, okay, let it slide, or you know what, let me be, or you're good this time. And I know it's not fair, because not only do you guys aren't allowed to show that side of you guys being emotional, but on top of that, women are allowed to, and now they want it to be an okay thing. And it sucks, and like I said, it's not fair whatsoever, but it is the only way a lot of these females can cope and get away with their feelings. And so a lot of times when girls do tell you, oh, I'm leaving you, or I don't want to be with you, it's really because, their emotionalness is coming. Is that a word? Emotionalness? Their emotional side is coming in, and what's happening? They're literally out there, oh, you know what? I'm done with you. I'm going back to my ex and all these things. And not only that, pay attention to the type of guys that she's into, right? There's a lot of girls that are actually toxic, and it's still, the root goes back to them being emotional by nature, but they have this toxic trait about them that makes them get triggered to want these types of guys that are toxic. And it could be those guys that still cheat on them, the guys that are literally faithful, right? All these things. And so for them, they just keep going back because they can't understand, first of all, what are you feeling, right? They can't emotionally connect to themselves and understand you are not happy. You don't want to be cheated on. You get what I mean? And it's more of, okay, well, I'm just emotional and I'm going to get over it. And so this is why a lot of women constantly want this past, and they want to be told, let's dismiss this. You're allowed to do this. I'm not mad at you. Oh, it's okay. Oh, you get to pass. And so I'll wrap up with, like I said, it's not fair, but a lot of women just need it because They don't know how to control their emotions whatsoever. And a lot of girls are just battling, going back and forth with things, and they sound so confused. One minute they love you, 1 minute they hate you, 1 minute they like you, 1 minute they want you. What the hell do they want? That's the bigger question. But some girls just don't know. It's a hot day. I'm in Canada, by the way, you guys. In Canada. Okay. Now, back to number 2. Women don't tell you this, but they want you to know that they want to know that they can be replaced. Now, this sounds a little like, what the hell? What do you mean? What? Why? Why would they want to know that? Okay, look, I've been saying since time, women need to know certain stuff so they can go ahead and continue. And these things might not make sense. It might not be like, you know what, that's a good reason to continue, but it's the reason why they continue, because women get fed. They feed off of types of energy, types of vibration, where it allows them to want things that are not necessarily what they need for themselves. And so that means the ego, the pride, all these things, when they get validated, look good, I want you, that stuff is the reason why they need to be told certain stuff. And this is gonna be applied to both women and men, because here's the thing. A lot of times when men get caught up with a woman, and let's say you're all in, you love her and stuff, you still try to make her feel like you're never going to leave, that everything is Gucci, that you're always going to be here. But here's the bigger problem. She doesn't do the exact same for you at all. And so what a lot of guys do, they dismiss that, you know, instead of the, oh, girls are still trying to figure out their emotions and dismissing that right there, they dismiss more of the wrong thing. And that is dumb, of course, not knowing that they are going to be able to be replaced, put to the side, and them getting another woman, or at least having women lined up, right? So a lot of guys fail to do this because a lot of times you're caught up. Like I said, your feelings are invested. You want to make sure she's not going to go away, and you're scared. So for her, she's just going to be like, well, he's a simp. Oh, he just loves me too much. Oh, he's all these things that is going to make her feel like, I don't want to be with you actually. And goes right back to her feeling the whole idea of course, I can have this guy anytime I want. So this whole letting her know, literally, or the other way by showing it, that she can be replaced, is the reassurance that you both need. Starting from you need to know that you should be replacing this woman if she's disrespecting you. A woman that doesn't treat you how you want to be treated when you are a good man. And please, if you feel bad about being a good man, stop that, because you should be happy you're a good man, and you're different than, you know, other guys out here that feel like, oh, let me go the other route. And I'm only saying this because, yes, you can be the rude guy, the mean guy, but eventually, if you do want to settle down and you do want to find a good girl, you're probably gonna have to show this other side, because that's what the good girls, the valuable girls, are gonna want to see. You get what I'm saying with that? But yes, there's nothing to be saying, oh, I'm ashamed, or I wish I wasn't. Yes, you have to know when to use it. That's the bigger problem, right? So back to you being this nice guy, if you can't feel it in your heart that you can replace this woman or get another woman, whether she's better or, you know, she's decent, you should know that there is other women available, and you should just know that to put in your head. I don't care if you're dealing with so many different things where it's making you feel like you shouldn't feel this way. Oh, there's no way. Oh, look at me. You know, I see guys talk about, oh, look at me. Girls never want me. Oh, I'm broke. Oh, I have all this. It's more of making excuses. And whether you guys don't want to hear it, I'm your sister. Whether I'm your little sister or your big sis, I'm literally trying to tell you right now, it's all on you. However you feel about yourself is on you. Because if you're not going to be doing nothing about it, and all you're going to do is talk about, oh, this is how you feel, guess what? The feelings that you feel about yourself is going to reflect yourself. You get what I'm saying? So exactly what does that mean? Go ahead and show the love back to yourself and give you that reassurance and make it come true. Doesn't have to be necessarily the truth. You telling yourself, I can replace this girl and get other women, doesn't necessarily have to be true. But if you start saying it, it's almost like manifesting it, and you start believing it, then it starts happening. So you have to treat that the same way with women, not just with your purpose, the same thing with women. Not necessarily the exact same woman. You can do that though. But I'm just saying in general, when you're starting out, if you need a route to go, just tell yourself you are this type of guy. You will become this type of guy. You do get all these girls. You do have all these girls, and boom, just it all appears. Okay. And then the last thing about the woman, of course, the woman need that reassurance, because a lot of women want to feel important. And you guys might just think, what about the flowers that I'm buying her or the things that I'm doing for her? She should be feeling important by just that. Absolutely not. No. No, okay? I think you guys got my point with that. No, they don't feel just important by that. So sometimes it really, and this is why the rude guys are winning right now. I mean, they've been winning. Sometimes it takes to really say the harsh truth to these women that feel like they can keep having this whole, you know, how I always refer back to a wall, or, you know, something that's just hiding her behind it, where she feels like she's shielded and she's Gucci. She's not going to be touched, right? So when you go ahead and tell her, oh yeah, you can be replaced, or you go ahead and replace her, pay her no mind, or go about it any other way where it's like she's getting that ideal where, girl, you're not as important as you thought you were. She's gonna start realizing just then she is that important, but she has to play her part. She has a position. You can't just say you're this and stay in that place and feel like you earned it, you own it without doing anything. And that's how a lot of women feel. So what happens, like, you guys got to put them in line. You got to put them in check, because that's what they need. That's the reassurance of letting them know you can be replaced. I will replace you. Go on actually replacing them, or at least dealing with other women. And it might sound toxic. It might not sound like the best thing, but I'm telling you guys, society is society, and ain't nothing we can do about it. You know, this is just how it is. So to wrap that up, women need to hear that they are going to be replaced, or they can be replaceable. They start feeling important, and when they start feeling important, it starts activating this part of, okay, you should start playing your part, because you can actually be replaced. And some girls will choose the route of, no, I don't really care. Oh, so be it. Let those girls go. That's their business. Okay, we're not worried about those girls that feel like they can and whatever they're doing in their life, that's their problem. But the girls that actually get that reassurance and they realize, like, you know what, you've been acting up, you've been getting your feelings way too caught up, and you've been acting too crazy, all these things, and I can't deal with that. You're just too much for me. You're too big-headed for me. That she'll know it, and it's up to her now. And like I just said, I'll say it one last time. If she's not with it, if she doesn't care for you, she doesn't want to do nothing, she's not going to try, at least kick her to the side. Which maybe left, right, whatever way, to the side. Okay, so let's go ahead and wrap up with the last thing on my list. And last thing is, show their soft side. And this is what women want you. Remember, this is what they want you to know, but they don't tell you. They want you to show your soft side, but once she is invested into you, or at least, you know, is showing she likes you, or showing something that makes you feel like, absolutely, yes, she is right. She does want me. Oh, I can feel it. Okay, so first thing I'll start off with, and I gotta start off with this. Anything with telling you, scratch that out. If she's just doing that, she's not invested into you. Because words ain't shit. Trust me, words ain't shit. It can hurt you, for sure, but words ain't shit enough for you to make extreme decisions to move on in life, unless, you know, it's something like, I'm really over you. But then somebody actually has to go back that up still. So back to women, if you guys are just thinking, and this is what's happening with a lot of men, oh, she does want me, oh, she is invested, you can't go based off of these little things. So women only will show this interest, this side that you guys are waiting for women to do, this investing, oh, I'm all into you. It will come if that woman's really about you, but you have to know if this is it. And you guys are saying this is it for anything. Maybe because you don't expect to get more. Maybe this is all that you feel like you deserve. Scratch that all out. That shouldn't be the case, because you should be getting exactly what you're putting in. And if that's how you have to figure it out, that's how you have to figure it out. You will know that she's invested into you when you are getting the exact same thing, of course, that you are putting in. So, of course, she's reciprocating that type of energy. Okay, so please, you guys, when you are dealing with women, do not go ahead and be all open. The problem is you guys start simping or being so soft or being, you know, vulnerable so early. And what happens with her is she's starting to feel like, oh, no, he's a weak one. Oh, no, he's a simp. Oh, he's all these different things because of the fact that you did it at the wrong time, the wrong place, way too early. If you guys just would have waited until she's actually emotionally invested into you and really about you, you would have gotten what you wanted. You really would have gotten what you wanted. And so back to what I was saying with number 2, you have to really believe it, right? Or maybe I said it with number 3, can't really remember. But you really have to believe that, like, you know what, I can get a girl to actually want me or open up. If you don't think you can, you're going to get exactly what you're kind of expecting. You get what I mean? And don't get discouraged. This is a journey for every single one of us, whether somebody's high or low. We're still learning. So I really hope this video helped you guys out. And if it did, make sure you give me a big thumbs up. Make sure you follow me on my social media. Make sure you check out my Patreon and everything on my screen. You guys will see me in my next video. Bye, guys.